Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Mumma Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and I'm here this week with a fierce practice. So, if you need a reminder about how strong you are and how capable you are, this is the practice for you. We're going to challenge ourselves a little bit, work a little bit of core. We're going to challenge ourselves with a little bit of balancing practice. So, remember not to take it too seriously, but also to tap into your own inner strength and use this as an opportunity to believe in yourself because you got this, right? So we're going to start off with an ujjayi breath. And we'll just sit up nice and tall. So come on down to the ground. Find a comfortable seat of your choice. Really ground down into those sits bones. Sit up nice and tall. Lift through the sternum. Lift through the crown. First of all, we'll take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, relax those shoulders away from the ears. Tag some weight in the elbows. Another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Maybe you sigh it out. One more time. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, feel yourself arrive on the mat. Feel the thighs grow heavy, the shoulders grow heavy. Lift up through the sternum, lift up through the crown. Hug the navel to the spine. You're lifting from your pelvic floor. You got this. Find this beautiful, powerful seated stance. Now, just practice with ujjayi breath a little bit. So bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. And then in ujjayi breath, what we're doing is we're creating a soft restriction at the back of the throat. We're bringing the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and we're breathing through the nose. So inhaling in, exhaling out. We're sort of creating an ocean sound with our breath. So it's like you're fogging up a window. But you're doing that with the mouth closed. Inhale in. Feel the belly expand. Exhale out. Couple more times. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Now I invite you to play with that ocean sound, with that ujjayi breath as we move through our practice today, just bringing the breath and being really mindful about inhales and exhales and keeping the breath nice and long and smooth. All right, let's start off by sending the left leg out long in front of us. Send the left leg out long. Beautiful. Then we're going to bring the right foot in towards the groin. We're finding a head to knee pose here. We're inhaling to reach the fingertips up towards the heavens, keeping that right thigh nice and heavy. And exhale, we're bowing forward, bringing the palms to the feet, maybe to the shin, maybe to the floor. This is beautiful. If you'd like something a bit more, reach the right hand to the outside of the left foot and bow the forehead down. In either instance, you're bowing that forehead down, finding a nice juicy stretch, keeping those toes pointing up towards the heavens and keeping the right leg nice and heavy. One more breath here. Deep breath in and a long breath out. And we'll slowly lift on up. Beautiful. We're going to take this right foot. We're going to cross the right foot over the left knee. Now, maybe this is where you come to. This is beautiful. If this is how your body opens, then great. If you can, bring that right heel up towards the left hip crease. So you're trying to stack the left or the right knee over the left knee, rather. We're finding a nice juicy opening here. We're going to plant the left palm. Inhale, reach the right fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling, and then find a side body stretch, reaching those right fingertips towards the left side of the mat. Maybe you come down to your elbow. Maybe you're up on your palm. Find where it works for you. Find that juicy side body stretch. Breathing nice and deep. Playing with that ocean sound at the back of the throat. Inhale, come back through center. Set those right fingertips down, and we'll take it to the other side. Send the right foot out long. Reel the right or the left foot in, rather, bringing the left foot to the inside of the right knee or up towards the groin. We'll inhale, extend the fingertips up towards the ceiling, and exhale, bow forward. Find your version, hands on the feet, shins, or the mat, or perhaps you reach that left hand to the outside of the right foot, and then bow the forehead down. Find that juicy stretch. Try to keep that left knee and that left thigh nice and heavy. Wonderful. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise back up. Find our tall seated position. We're bringing old left foot to the outside of the right knee. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe this is what your body is able to do today. Progresses every day. Or we hike that left heel up towards the right hip crease or towards the right hip, trying to stack the left knee over the right. Wonderful. We're going to plant the right palm this time. Inhale, left fingertips rise. We reach those left fingertips towards the right side of the mat. Oh, I'm not as open on this side. I can't come down to my elbow, so I'm going to modify, keeping my palm planted on the earth, reaching those left fingertips over towards the side. Oh, feeling that juicy stretch in the left side body. Nice, long, deep breaths. Inhale, come back through center, float the fingertips down, unravel the legs, and I'll meet you on all fours. Find your tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Beautiful. Push up out of the earth, hug the navel to the spine. And as you're ready, we'll drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift through the crown, find our cow pose. Maybe we wag our tail. Exhale, round through the tailbone, curl up through the spine, allow the crown to drop, find the cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale, round it through. Push up out of the earth. Last one. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift through the crown. And exhale, round it through. Come back to that nice neutral spine. Curl the toes under, and then send the hips back toward, or the sits bones back towards the heels, walking the palms back towards the legs. Now maybe this is where you stay. You're really feeling that stretch in the soles of the feet. If it works for you, you can slowly walk those fingertips up the thighs and lean right back, finding a nice tall position with the spine. We're just taking a couple of breaths here, stretching through the fascia of the feet. Fierce pose here. Nice deep breaths. So remember, maybe you're here. If your feet are new to this, then you're probably like, whoa, this is a lot for me right now. So let's take one more breath wherever we are. Wonderful. Then we'll bring the fingertips back to the mat no matter what. We're going to come onto the tops of the feet. Make sure that the knees are hip width distance apart. Slowly rise on up, finding a tall kneeling position. So you really want to bump the hips forward. So you're really getting that center underneath you. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lift through the sternum and lift through the crown. And you're knitting the lower ribs together and hugging that navel towards the spine. Bring the palms together. Create a steeple grip, interlacing the fingertips, index fingers shining upwards. Then we're pointing those fingertips out in front of us. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Lift through the crown. Deep breath in. Exhale, lean back as far as you can go, engaging the core. Inhale, rise up. Lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lean back. Point the fingers forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lean back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale to lean it back. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to lean back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lean back. This time, pause here. See if you can really engage the core, engage the quads, relax those shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful deep breath in. And exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Let the fingertips drop. We'll bring the palms down to the earth. Find our tabletop position. Walk the knees back a little bit. Drop the elbows where the palms were. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to melt the belly towards the thighs and the forehead down towards the earth. Back those knees back up if you need a little bit more. Or if you need to remember to stack the hips over the knees, actually. Try to keep the elbows where they were. Couple breaths here in puppy posture. One more breath here. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise on up. Come all the way through. We're walking the elbows forward, bringing the pubic bone down to the earth, coming to a sphinx pose. Reach the crown up nice and tall. Lift up out of the earth, pushing, resisting with the elbows, doming through the upper back body, pressing the pelvis and the pubic bone down into the earth and pressing into the tops of the feet. Hug the navel to the spine. Take some nice deep breaths here. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll lower on down. Reach the fingertips behind us, reaching them towards the back edge of the mat. And on an inhale, we're lifting the head, the neck, the shoulders, reaching the fingertips away from the ears. The shoulders are away from the ears. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you lift the feet up off of the earth, finding your locust pose. Breathe nice and deep. Tap back into that ocean breath, that ujjayi breath. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, we bring the palms underneath the shoulders, push ourselves all the way up. Find our tabletop position once again. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round through the tailbone, curl up through the spine. Find your cat pose. Lovely. Come back to your nice neutral spine. Curl the toes under. We're lifting the knees, letting them hover a couple inches off the mat, pulling back with the palms, forward with the toes, gaze is straight down. You're pushing up out of the mat, doming through the upper back body, hugging the navel to the spine. You got this. Nice deep breaths. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, we're sending the hips up high and back, finding our first downward facing dog of the practice. Pedal it out here, bending through one knee and then the other, grounding down through the knuckles and the fingertips to take pressure out of the wrists, melting the heart towards the thighs and relaxing through the shoulders. Maybe you tick-tock the hips side to side. One last breath here. Deep breath in and a long breath out. Then we'll ground down through the left heel. Inhale, right leg rises. Lift that right leg up high towards the heavens. Try to square through the hips. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Come all the way forward. Upper body's in plank. Try to touch your knee to your nose. Step that right foot up between the palms, finding a nice low lunge. Heart shines forward. You can lower that back knee if you need to, by all means. Or you can keep it lifted. Try to take a little bit of weight out of your fingertips. Reach the heart forward. Lift through the crown. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're pivoting on the back foot, bringing it parallel to the short edge of the mat. Right heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. We reach the left fingertips forward, up and back. Rise on up into a warrior two. Relax those shoulders. Pull the pinkies back. Press down into your imaginary surface. Line the torso up. Stand up nice and tall. Nice deep breaths. Settle into the pose. Beautiful. Then we'll float the fingertips down, interlace the fingertips behind the tailbone, lengthen the knuckles down and then away, lifting up through the sternum. You can stay here or you can inhale in. Exhale, bow the crown down towards the earth, lift the knuckles up towards the sky. We're leaning to the inside of the right thigh, trying to reach those knuckles up towards the heavens, pressing into both feet evenly. One more breath here. On the next inhale, we'll slowly rise on up. Hi, Griffin. Find our nice tall stance. Release the fingertips. Reach them out towards the edges of the mat. One more breath here. Then we'll cartwheel it all the way back down to our low lunge. Finding that low lunge, planting the palms, stepping the right toes back. Find a plank pose. Push up out of the earth, dome through the upper back body. Beautiful. Now, before we do our vinyasa, we're going to roll onto the outside of the right foot, the inside of the left foot. Roll onto the right hand. Reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling, finding our side body plank. We're pressing into the arm, pressing into both feet, lifting the hips up as high as we can go. We really reach, reach, reach. Inhale in. And exhale, float those left fingertips down. Find your plank pose. Inhale in here. Come to the tippy tiptoes. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, rise up for your cobra. Exhale, bow the forehead down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Find your breath again. Then we'll drop the right heel. Inhale, left leg rises. Lift that left leg nice and high. Exhale, knee to nose. Upper body's in plank. Step that left foot up between the palms. Shine the heart forward. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lower that back knee if you need to, by all means. Lift through the crown. Deep breath in. Exhale, pivot on that right foot, bringing it parallel to the short edge of the mat. We'll reach the right fingertips forward, up and back, rising on up into our warrior two. Settle into the pose. Press the palms down into your imaginary surface. Pull the pinkies back. Relax those shoulders. Lift up through the torso. Nice long deep breaths. Maybe you tap back into that Ujjayi breath. Press into both feet evenly. Then as you're ready, we're reaching the fingertips down behind us, interlacing behind the tailbone, other thumb on top this time. We extend the knuckles down and perhaps away, opening through the chest, lifting up through the crown. We take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we bow the crown down to the earth, coming to the inside of that left thigh, reaching the knuckles up towards the heavens. Powerful stance here. Both legs are working hard, reaching the shoulders away from the ears. On the next inhale, we'll slowly rise back up. Release the fingertips. Find our warrior two once again. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll cartwheel all the way back down to the low lunge. Plant the palms. Step the left toes back. Find our plank pose. Bring your feet to hip width distance apart. We inhale in. Exhale, roll onto the outside of the left foot, inside of the right foot. Reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens. Press into both feet. Lift those hips as high as they will go. Really reach, reach, reach. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll float those right fingertips back down to the earth. Find our plank pose. Deep breath in here. Come to the tippy tiptoes. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, rise up for your cobra. And exhale to bow the forehead down. Push up to all fours or to a plank. And then find your way to a downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Beautiful. This time we'll drop through the left heel. Inhale, right leg rises. Right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Upper body's in plank. Step that right foot up between the palms. You got it. We're rising up into a high lunge. So make sure you've got lots of space between the feet. So feet are hip width distance apart. Really ground down through your foundation. Find your stability. And then we're reaching the fingertips forward, up and back. Rising up into our high lunge. Bend generously through that left knee. You can bring the hands to the waistline if you need to. Bend that left knee. Get your center underneath you. And then straighten out through the left knee. Then we'll reach the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Find that beautiful space between the palms. Nice space between the ears and the shoulders. Beautiful. On an inhale, you're going to straighten through the right leg. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Really press into those left toes. And on an exhale, you're going to bend through the right knee. Bend the elbows, lift through the chest, find cactus arms, reach through the sternum. Inhale, straighten through the right leg, reach the fingertips all the way up. Exhale, cactus arms, bend through the right knee. Inhale, reach it up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale to reach. And exhale to sink it down. Inhale to reach. You got this. Exhale, sink it down. Don't give up on yourself now. Inhale to reach. Straighten through that leg. Really reach, reach, reach. Exhale this time. Palms float down to the heart. Bend back through that left knee. Then we're stepping the to the right knee, stepping the left foot up about halfway, finding a stance where you can really feel grounded down, find some buoyancy. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, reach the arms out nice and wide. Open up through the chest. Exhale, we're bringing the right arm underneath the left. We're binding once or twice, coming to our eagle arms, lifting through the elbows and dropping down through the shoulders. We're going to move through our transition now. So we're going to bring that left knee all the way up through to the chest, standing up nice and tall. Then we'll cross that left thigh over the right thigh, bend the knees, come down into our eagle pose. That left foot can either bind behind the right calf, or we can bring the left toes to the mat to help with our balance. Sinking down into the hips, lifting the elbows, dropping through the shoulders. Beautiful. One more breath here. On your next inhale, unravel the legs, reach the fingertips forward. We come into Utkatasana, sinking those hips, bending through the knees, reaching the fingertips forward. Inhale in, exhale, forward fold. Nicely done. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow it down. Root to rise, send those fingertips wide to come up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here, relax through the shoulders, adjust your pants if you need to, lick your lips, maybe take a sip of water, find your breath once again. Then we'll find soft knees and we'll inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline, find a forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, palms to the thighs or to the shins. Just find some length in the neck. And exhale to bow it down. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Find our plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift it up for a cobra. Exhale to bow the forehead down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. And exhale, find your downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a long breath out. Press down through those knuckles and those fingertips. Then we'll drop the right heel. Inhale, left leg rises. Lift that left leg nice and tall. Exhale, knee to nose, upper body's in plank. Step that left foot up between the palms. Find your foundation. Make sure you've got hip width distance between the feet. Ground down through that left foot. And inhale, reach the fingertips forward, up and back. Find your high lunge. Remember, you can bring the hands to the waistline, bend that right knee, get your center underneath you, and then send that heel back once again. Reach the fingertips up, relax the shoulders. Find your stance. Find a focal point out in front of you. On your next inhale, we're going to straighten through the left leg, reach the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend through the left knee, lift through the sternum. Inhale to reach. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. You got this. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. You're stronger than you think you are. Don't give up now. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach. This time, palms come together at the heart. Bend through that left knee. Step the right foot up halfway so that you can find that grounded pose. You've got more stability here. Beautiful. Then we're reaching the fingertips nice and wide, opening through that chest. You got it. Exhale, left arm goes underneath the right this time. We bend at the elbows, binding once or binding twice, lifting up through the elbows, dropping through the shoulders. Now we're going to make our transition. We're going to lean into that left foot and bring that right knee all the way up through the center line, lifting it towards the chest. Then we'll cross that right thigh over the left thigh, sinking down into the knees, sinking into the hips. Maybe we bind the feet. Maybe we bring the right toes to the ground for stability. Find our eagle pose. Everything's working hard here. Lift through the elbows, drop through the shoulders. One more breath here. Beautiful. On your next inhale, unravel the legs, bring the feet together, reach the arms forward, sink down into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Nicely done. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow it down. Root to rise. Send those fingertips wide to come up. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Relax those shoulders. Get your center underneath you. Lift through the crown. And we'll find our soft knees and we'll inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to bow it down. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Find your plank pose. Last plank of the practice. Inhale in here. Come to the tippy tiptoes. Exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale. Rise up for your cobra. Exhale. Bow the forehead down. Push up to all fours this time. Bring the big toes to touch. Open the knees nice and wide. Sink the sits bones back towards the heels. Reach the fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. And then allow the forehead to bow down towards the earth and the heart to melt. Let the elbows relax. Let the palms relax. Let the shoulders relax. Take a moment here in your wild child pose. Close your eyes. Maybe you rock the forehead from side to side. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise back up. We're lifting the hips, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, leaving the knees nice and wide. We're going to lean into the right hand. Left fingertips rise. Reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm goes underneath the right. We bring the left ear and the left shoulder all the way down to the earth. Press into that right palm. Find that beautiful twist. Try to square off on the hips. Maybe you close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. On your next inhale, we'll push into that right palm. Reach the left fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Open the chest. And exhale, we'll bring that left palm back down to the earth. Nice. Set yourself up for greatness once again. Then we'll lean into the left palm. Inhale, right fingertips rise. Reach them all the way up. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath the left. Right ear and right shoulder come down to the mat. We square off the hips and we find our twist here. One more deep breath in and a long breath out. Then we'll press into that left palm, lift the right fingertips back up towards the ceiling, open the heart, open the chest, and exhale, float those fingertips down. Walk the knees underneath the hips. Swing the legs to one side, any side. Come to your seat. Beautiful. We'll come all the way down onto our backs. Come all the way down. Oh, yeah, feels so good. Hug the knees up into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug. Maybe make circles with the knees, feeling through the sacrum. Just taking a moment here. Find what your body needs at this moment in time. Wonderful. Then we'll hug the right knee into the chest. Send the left leg out long. Bring the left heel to the mat. We'll grab onto the right knee with the left hand. Bring that right knee over towards the left side of the mat, working to stack the right hip over the left. We reach the right fingertips out long beside us. Find a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll relax through the shoulders, soften through the throat and the jaw, soften through the hips. Let the breath start to calm now. Then on your next inhale, we'll float that right knee back up through center. Give it a nice hug in towards the chest. Oh, feels so good. Maybe you open that right knee towards the right side of the mat. Play in that right hip just a little bit. Feels so good. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, float the left knee up to join. Send the right leg out long. Hug that left knee in. We'll grab onto the left knee with the right hand. Pull that left knee over towards the right side of the mat, stacking the left hip over the right. Reach the left fingertips out long beside you. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, relax through the throat, relax through the shoulders, relax through the hips. Soften through the breath. Allow the head to grow heavy. Beautiful. On your next inhale, float that left knee back up through center. Hug it into the chest. Maybe open it towards the left side of the mat. Sort of find a back and forth motion here. Just working it out through the hip. Feels so good. Opening and closing through that knee and that leg. Then as you're ready, hug the right knee up into the chest. Roll to one side, any side. It doesn't matter. We're coming up to a nice comfortable seat. Find a nice seat of your choice, sitting up nice and tall. Really feeling those sits bones ground down towards the earth. Let's take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, bow the chin to the chest. Mind intelligence to the body intelligence. Feel that beautiful stretch in the back of the neck and in the traps. Take a moment here to feel the thighs settle, the shoulders settle. Set an intention for yourself for the day. Feel where your energy's at now after this practice. Hopefully you didn't take yourself too seriously and you listened to your body and made modifications as you needed to and took it at your own pace. Beautiful. Deep breath in and a long breath out. Bring the palms together at the heart. Another deep breath in. On the exhale, we'll bring the thumbs to the third eye. We bow to each other. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in awe of the light in you. I'll see you next time, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope that it serves you well. I hope that you were able to cultivate your own knowing of your own strength and your own abilities through this practice. And I can't wait to see you next time. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more yoga-related content. I love you all so much. I'll see you next time. Mwah.